And for the Blue Devils, number 15, Parker Capshaw.
Hello, going to have a little bit of bonus coverage. Starting the broadcast a little bit early today. JV contest, 3 minutes left in the JV. We'll mention the Blue Devils in front, 46-31. Shenandoah in the house today, I should say. A lot of people want to say tonight, but if you're in a gym like this, you can't tell. If it's dark outside, it's common to say tonight. And then ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Tipton. It's going to be inbound by Shenandoah. Going to bring it to the timeline. You're going to get some directions right there from Coach 22, Cam Elliman. He's a 5'10 junior. Working in the front court right there, trying to get the steal. Tipton, going to be a reach-in foul. Good effort there by Tipton. That was 15, Parker Capshaw. He'll pick up the foul. He's 6 foot. He's a freshman. 2:42 left, 46-31. They're going to toss it to the backcourt. It's going to be recovered in the backcourt by 22, Cam Elliman. Point guard, he'll dish off. Right there, 21, Caden Gray. They'll work at left side. Caden Gray, also a freshman. His brother on the varsity, he's a junior. Working in the front court. Picks up the dribble out top the circle. That's number 3, Holden Schuler. They'll work it back into Schuler in the paint. He'll dish it off, elbow, right side. Jump shot, going to no. Not going to take a shot, take it to the corner. 3-point shot, good. Right elbow extended. Shenandoah, that's number 20, Nolan Rector. Nolan Rector, don't know if he's related to Mr. Rector from IU, those IU days. We're going to call a timeout. Cody Smith going to call a timeout for Tipton. They'll talk this over. 2:01 left here in the fourth quarter. 30-second timeout. Tipton 46, Shenandoah 34. This is the junior varsity game. Had to start a little bit early. My person I subscribed to had some stuff to do this afternoon. He needed to put us on the air about 12:55. No problem there. He does a stand-up job for all he provides. I should say he provides the internet for. Baseball, football, basketball, audio sports, online.net. You can call him from wherever you're at. Check out audiosportsonline.net. He'll hook you up, even if you're out of state. He's got some out-of-state subscribers. I think I might be one of 2 in Indiana. The other one's Plainfield. Back the other direction, 2-point shot off the glass. Jace Clark for Tipton. 2-point bucket. It's 48-34. 150 left in the contest. Going to dribble in off the glass. 2-point shot wouldn't go. Got his own rebound. That's 24. Aiden Music, 5'10", sophomore. Out top, they'll reset the offense. Outside the arc, 3-point shot in the air. Rims off. Wouldn't go. That shot taken by Kim Elliman. Rebound Tipton. Credit the board. 15, Parker Capshaw. He'll dish off. Dakota Garman picks up the dribble in the backcourt. He'll pass to the front court. Jace Clark. Outside the arc. 3-point shot in the air. Wouldn't go. That was Isaac Humrickhouse. Back the other direction. Shenandoah. The Raiders going to pop one outside. Straight out top. 3-point shot wouldn't go. Rebound Isaac Humrickhouse. That 3-point shot taken by 24. Aiden Music to the front court. Jace Clark spin move near the paint. They're going to call a foul. Lost the handle, but it's going to be a reach-in foul. Only 2 fouls in the quarter on Tipton. That's the first foul, second foul in the quarter for Shenandoah. In the ball game for Tipton, going to be number 23, and I don't have a name for him. I apologize. Should be able to find that, and I will. I do have a name. It's Pablo Paredes Lopez. Lopez, we'll mention. He wears 23. He's a junior. I take that back. Sophomore, 5'11". Get a foul whistle in the front court. It's going to be called on 22, Cam Elliman. Going to put a shooter at the line. He's just got back in the ball game. That's number 4, Oliver Stewart, 5'9" freshman. He'll shoot 2. First shot up, short, wouldn't go. 1:03 left. Back in the ball game for the Raiders is going to be number 32, Jaden Painter, 6-foot sophomore. Taking a breather is number 20, Nolan Rector. Second shot. Number 4, Oliver Stewart. He got the back end of a 2-shot foul. Rector for 1. 49-34 to the front court. 1 minute left. Outside the arc, going to track down his own loose ball. That was 21, Caden Gray. They'll get the ball back to the corner. 3-point shot, rims out. Wouldn't go. Rebound fought for. Picked up by the Blue Devils. Credit that board, number 20 for the Blue Devils. That's R.J. Catter. R.J. Catter, we'll mention, he's a 6'2 sophomore. In the front court, going to bounce it back around. 35 seconds left. Lopez going to get it back out top. Parker Capshaw works it left side. Oliver Stewart. Stewart's going to hand off to Capshaw. Going to be a reach-in foul. Going to be right there, reach-in foul. Not a lot of contact, but enough to blow the whistle. They're going to whistle this foul on 21, Caden Gray. 6-foot freshman. He has 3 in the contest. Going to toss it in slightly backward on the dribble. Tipton. Kurt Grandma. Going to lose the handle. Going to go back the other direction. Shenandoah in the paint. Going to try to take a shot. They're going to allow him 2 shots. He did not release the basketball. They're going to let him have 2 shots. Back in my day, if you didn't release the basketball, you didn't shoot the ball. But they're going to give him 2. This foul is going to be whistled. Number 4, Oliver Stewart. At the free throw line, number 24, Aiden Music. First shot in the air, rims off long. Wouldn't go. 16.5 seconds left. He'll get one more. Gets a bounce pass from the official, Mr. Craig Wolfgang. If you don't know Craig Wolfgang, he is a quality man. Second shot goes in. They'll bring it to the front court. Parker Capshaw going to hold it in the front court. They guarded loosely. They get it back out top. They're not going to guard him. Number 4, Oliver Stewart, is going to probably have the basketball. Nope. It's going to be Parker Capshaw. He'll have it when the final buzzer sounds. And the final score for the JV contest here on a Saturday. The game started at noon. 1:04 on the wristwatch. Final score, Tipton 49, Shenandoah 35. So a good ball game here in the works. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. I called the rest of that game. Thank you. So I had a gentleman hand me his roster. I did have a roster for the JV, and he let me borrow his. Shenandoah, very kind-hearted people. And before we start, I'm going to mention a few things about today. But the first thing I'm going to mention are birthdays. I got 3 birthdays happening today. 2 are in my family. The third one is basically in my family. That's Ed Ely. Ed Ely, he's a classmate. He turns 58 today. I've already done that. And I will also mention he's a good classmate, good friend. We played sports together. We played football together. We went to IU football camp. I think that was Lee Corso. I went to 2 Lee Corso camps. And I'm stuck around. And I saw the gentleman there. Gosh darn, his name escapes me. He wore number 14 for the San Francisco 49ers. He played for the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll think of that probably when I get done talking today. But anyway, Ed Ely, birthday today. And while we're talking about Ed, he was 12 back when I was 12. Dan Kerfoot was 12 when I was 12 and he was 12. We played a lot of sports together. We played baseball. Ed wasn't on our regular team. Danny was on my team. My dad was coach. That's VE Witham. But we got together after the season, went and played a tournament. I think that was at Eastern High School or Eastern Middle School. It's out there. And that particular day, we played a team by the name from Shenandoah. Shenandoah, I'll tell you what, they were good. I'll mention their shortstop for Shenandoah. Shenandoah people might know who he is. I don't know his name, but he was 12 when we were 12. Played shortstop, and he hit 3 home runs over the fence against us. Dan Kerfoot, he's now my brother-in-law. He hit 2 over the fence and 1 over the foul fence. We got beat by Shenandoah. We were from Arcadia. I think that was the same year that I brought my white aluminum that Joe Tishner let me have. I took it to the practices. We used it in a game, and then when we went back to our regular teams, Ed Ely took that aluminum bat, put it in their bat bag. I wondered where that went. But we'll also mention birthdays today. My father-in-law, Mike Orr Sr. Mike Orr Sr., he's an octogenarian today. I tell you what, you would never know it. He looks like he's about 65, not much older than me. But he's celebrating a birthday today on February the 8th. And I'm Ed Ely, February the 8th. And I'll also mention Rowan Witham. Rowan Witham, that's my son's son. He turns 8 today on February 8th. And that's my dad's great-grandson, P.E. Witham's great-grandson. Keep your eyes peeled. He's a pretty good athlete. He plays several sports. He likes football. And that's the birthdays today. And if you didn't know, IU tipped off 8 minutes ago. They're going against Michigan today. And the Indiana Pacers are in California today. They've got a 4 o'clock tip-off, so you can probably see that game. Pacers at the Lakers. And you can watch that on local television, WTHR Channel 13. Going to cover that game today. And I will also mention tonight, some of the folks listening might have tickets for Lucas Oil Stadium tonight, Saturday, February 8th, 7 o'clock start time. It's going to be Billy Joel and Sting. I tell you what, if you didn't know, I didn't know until I looked this up. Sting, his original name at birth is Gordon Matthew Thomas Sumner. Sumner, that's in my relation too, but that's Gordon Matthew Thomas Sumner. That is Sting. Sting. He turned 73 years old on October 2nd, 1951. And that is just 4 days older than REO Speedwagon's Kevin Cronin, 1951, October 6th. And the Police, Sting. He pretty much started the band Police. He was the bassist and the front man. And the Police had their run from 1977 to 1986. And Sting was the primary songwriter. He played the bass, if I didn't mention. And I will mention Billy Joel. Tonight, Billy Joel will not play We Didn't Start the Fire. That was a pretty good hit for him, but he just refuses to play it. He says you don't really like to play that. So We Didn't Start the Fire. You won't hear that song tonight, but you will hear their signature song, and that is The Piano Man. You still want to go to Lucas Oil tonight to see Billy Joel and Sting. I think the lowest price ticket you can get is $66. If you want to sit on the floor, it's $472. And I also read that in the terrace, if you want 2 tickets for the premium seating capability, believe it or not, it says it's going to cost $25,883 for 2 of them. Wow. And we'll also mention, the Super Bowl getting ready to come up tomorrow. Super Bowl 59 going to be shown on Channel 59, 6:30 start. That's tomorrow the 9th. And which quarterback will win? Will it be the quarterback who can squat 600 pounds? That's Jalen Hurts. I tell you what, Jalen Hurts he's strong. And or will it be the quarterback who has led their team to the previous 2 Super Bowl wins? I don't know. But we're going to start right now. The Blue Devils and the Raiders are on the surface. They're taking shots at their leisure. We'll mention good evening and welcome. I should say good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Tipton High School, Tipton, Indiana, home of the Blue Devils. We welcome you to today's education-based Indiana High School varsity basketball game. Tonight, I should say today, it is the Shenandoah Raiders and the Tipton Blue Devils. This internet radio coverage is made possible by audiosportsonline.net. That's ASO. That's Rob Kendall. Robbie Kendall providing internet radio access for PutMeInSports.com since 2008. We'll mention today's sponsors. Bringing you this contest is The Shack. The Shack, they're at 311 East Jefferson Street here in Tipton, right by the railroad track. Rutledge Well Drilling, Noblesville Trophies, Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21, Jim Dandy Restaurant right here in Tipton, Indiana Express Rentals, Hope Jewelers, they're in Tipton, Encompass Credit Union, Tipton, Frankfort, and Kokomo, Discount Copies, Dean's Auto Parts, Camino and Company, Mobile Flower Shops, and AGM Auto LLC. We do thank you for tuning in. We'll talk a little bit about each school. First, we'll talk about the visiting team on the scoreboard. That's the Shenandoah Raiders. Shenandoah Raiders, they're Class 2A, Sectional 44. We'll mention the sectional getting ready to happen. It's just around the corner. It's going to start up on March the 4th, and it will conclude on March the 29th. The tournament pairing show. If you want to get together, meet with your team, get together and watch the pairing show. It's going to take place on February 23rd. February 23rd. It'll be from 6 to 8 p.m. It'll be a 2-hour show. You can access that show exclusively. It will be streamed at ihsaatv.org. That's ihsaatv.org. Or it will be also simulcast on radio affiliates of the Champions Network. And I will also mention in the sectional, right there, Shenandoah Raiders, in their sectional is Northeastern. The Northeastern Knights are currently 18-1. The Centerville Bulldogs are 13-6. Shenandoah Raiders, the Shenandoah Raiders are 10-5. Winchester Golden Falcons, they are 10-8. Union County, they are the Patriots. They are 8-9. And the Hagerstown Tigers, they're 5-11. We'll mention Shenandoah High School is located at 7354 West US Highway 36. That's Middletown, Indiana, 47356. Shenandoah, you can reach them by phone at 765-354-6640. They wear the colors navy blue and gold. They're wearing the navy blue uniforms right now. Their numerals are gold, and they look nice. They got the striped pants on. Look very nice. And I will mention they perform in the Mid-Eastern Conference. There are 10 teams in the Mid-Eastern Conference, and right now they stack up like this. First place, at number 1 presently, Wapahani. They are 15-1 overall. They are 3-0 in the conference. Second place, that's Monroe Central. They're 11-5 in the conference. They're 5-1. At number 3, it's Shenandoah. The Shenandoah Raiders are 10-5 on the season, 5-1 in the conference. At number 4, Eastern Hancock. They are 9-6. They are 4-1 in the conference. At number 5, it is Blue River. They are currently 3-15. They are 3-4 in the conference. At number 6, it's Westdale. They are 7-9 on the season. They are 3-5 in the conference. Followed up by number 7, Daleville. They're 4-10. They are 3-5 in the conference. At number 8, it's Randolph Southern. They are 5-8 on the season, 2-4 in the conference. And at number 9, it's Cowan. They are the Blackhawks. They're 2-11. They are 1-3 in the conference. And winding up the conference this season, right now, this is presently Union Modoc. They are the Rockets. They are 3-9. They are 0-5 in the conference. And as mentioned, Shenandoah Raiders. They're currently 10 wins, 5 losses on the season, 5-1 in the Mid-Eastern Conference. They are in third place of 10 teams. And offensively, this is an average for the season. In 15 games, Shenandoah averaging 55.6 points per game. Defensively, they're giving up an average of 44.3. This should be a good ball game. That should match up well. And I will also mention the head coach of the Shenandoah Raiders is Mr. Rick Ellsworth. Rick Ellsworth, 32 wins, 30 losses, working in year number 3 at Shenandoah High School. The next game for Shenandoah, the next game on their agenda, will be this coming Tuesday, February 11th, 6 o'clock JV, 7:30 varsity. It'll be the Madison Grant Argyles. They will travel. They will be at the Shenandoah Raiders. And now we'll talk about the Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils, they have a school enrollment of 454. The school was founded in 1962. This gym right here, capacity seating is 3,050. The Blue Devils, they're Class 2A, sectional 39. 6 in their sectional. Their sectional will happen at Frankton High School. In their sectional right now, it's like this. Taylor Titans are 13-3. Tipton's next opponent going to happen next Saturday versus Taylor at Taylor. Sheridan Blackhawks having a tremendous season. They are 13-4. Lapel Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are 13-5 on the season, and also the Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils are 11-6 on the season. Frankton Eagles are 8-8, and the Elwood Panthers are 2-12. The principal at Tipton High School is Craig Leach. The athletic director is Corey Fernung. And Corey Fernung, if you didn't know, he was an outstanding basketball player. He played in Tipton County, but I found out this week he was in the 1,000-point club where he was playing, and he ended up with 1,333 points. Wow, that's a bunch. And the assistant AD at Tipton High School and the middle school AD is Alec Weddle. We'll let you know Tipton High School is located at 619 South Main Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can dial them by telephone at 765-675-7431. And on the web, you can find them at tiptonhighschool.com, Tipton, Indiana. You can we'll also mention they wear the collars of blue and white. They perform in the Hoosier Conference. Hoosier Conference made up of 9 teams. They have an East Division and a West Division. In the East Division, it's already figured out. Western, they won it this year, 10-8 presently. They finished 3-0, perfect 3-0 in the East. Hamilton Heights Huskies, they're currently 10-6 on the season. They finished 2-1 in the conference, the division, I should say. And the Tipton Blue Devils, they're currently 11-6. They finished 1-2 in the East Division. And then following up them in Logansport. The Logansport Berries, 6-12 on the season. They finished the East Division at 0-3. And I will also mention the West Division. West Division at the top right now is West Lafayette. From what I read, West Lafayette will win the division regardless, even if they lose their final game in the West. So they'll be the top rung right there. They'll play Western in the Hoosier Conference Crossroads game, and that'll be those two playing for all the marbles. And second place presently in the West is Twin Lakes. They're 3-1. They finished. They're done. They're going to finish at 3-1, and they are currently at 11-7 overall. At number 3, it's Lafayette Central Catholic. They're currently 7-10. They are 1-2 presently. And if I'm not incorrect, Tipton will play Lafayette Central Catholic in the crossover game, and I think that game will happen here. The same 2 teams last year played over there. So don't quote me, but I believe it's going to be Tipton and Lafayette Central Catholic in the crossover game on the 21st of February. The 4th place is Benton Central. They're 7-10 presently. They finished 1-3 in the West. At number 5, it was Rensselaer Central. They're 4-14 presently. They finished at 1-3 in the West. And I will remind you the Tipton Blue Devils are currently 11 wins, 6 losses. They finished 1-2 in the Hoosier Conference East. And then per game average, this is an average, per game average in 17 games, the Blue Devils averaged 55.1 per game compared to Shenandoah, 55.6. And defensively, the Blue Devils give up an average of 49.5 compared to the Shenandoah Raiders, giving up 44.3. The head coach for the Tipton Blue Devils is Mr. Cliff Hawkins. Cliff Hawkins working in year number 6 at Tipton High School. He has 99 wins, 42 losses at Tipton. Overall, he's a 44th year head basketball coach. He has 596 wins in his career, just 401 losses. He has coached 997 games. And the next game on the agenda for the Blue Devils is going to happen next Saturday. So they're going to get a week off. I mean, they had 5 games in 9 days. They're going to get a week off. They'll come back next Saturday on February 15th, 6 o'clock, 7:30 varsity. Tipton at Class 2A, Sectional 39, will be at the Taylor Titans, also at Class 2A, Sectional 39. And that should be a good one. And we'll mention the athletic trainer at Tipton High School is Burke Emmers. So both teams have gone into their locker room. Here come the Raiders. Raiders going to come out of their locker room, take some more shots. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the pregame. We'll talk about the Hoosier Conference. Hoosier Conference boys basketball this week. On Monday, there was one game, just 7:30 ball game. Tipton traveled to Maconaquah. It was a snow out game on January 10th. They played this past Monday. Tipton got the win, big win, 62-61. And then on Wednesday this week, February 5th, there were 2 games. 7:30 start. It was Kip Indy Legacy, Class 2A, Sectional 43, school enrollment of 377. They traveled to Hamilton Heights, did battle with the Huskies. Hamilton Heights got the win, 97-53. And in that ball game, Gavin Saunders, the senior, you saw him in this, Jim. He wears number 23. Gavin Saunders got 44 points. I take that back. He got 51 in that game. And I'm back against Logansport. He got 44. So he's had a couple of outstanding ball games. And I will mention that second game on Wednesday, it was Lapel Bulldogs. They were right here with the Tipton Blue Devils. Lapel got the win, 52-45. Games happening tonight in the Hoosier Conference. They are like this, today's ball game. 6 games, 6 Hoosier Conference teams participating here on a Saturday afternoon. They're all on Saturday afternoon because the girls' sectional final is going to happen tonight in the spotlight. So 2:30 game right here. We'll mention right there. It's going to be at Winchester. It'll be Hamilton Heights at Winchester. 2:30 game, Lafayette Harrison at Lafayette Central Catholic. 1:30 game, Oak Hill at Logansport. 2:30 game, Rensselaer Central at Delphi. And a noon game, West Lafayette at at Lafayette Jeff. And we're going to have a 1:30 contest here, Shenandoah at Tipton. It is 125 on the wristwatch. It's going to be very close to 1:30. And we'll mention the Mid-Eastern Conference boys basketball on Thursday. Their game results on February 6th. 5 games involved. That was Blue River. They were at Knightstown. Knightstown 62, Blue River 52. It was Crystal House. They were at Eastern Hancock. That was a 1 overtime game. Eastern Hancock 63, Crystal House 58. And then it was Daleville conference game at Randolph Southern. Randolph Southern 61, Daleville 49. Then the Eastern Comets were at Westdale. Westdale 61, Eastern Comets 43. It was Monroe Central, another conference game. They were at Union Modoc. It was a lopsided game. Monroe Central got the win. Then Saturday games happening here today. 5 games. We'll mention at 1:30, Eastern Hancock at Cowan. That's a conference game. 2:30, Madison Grant at Westdale. 2:30 game, Seton Catholic at Daleville. A 12 noon game, Wapahani, a conference game versus Union. And right here, sectional 39, I should say, is Tipton Blue Devils in sectional 44, Shenandoah Raiders. 1:30 start time. Clock's going to empty out. We're getting ready to have our national anthem. We'll set this down.
Welcome, basketball fans to the Tempest Court at the Inferno at Tipton High School, home of the Blue Devils. At this moment, we'd like to take, at this time, we'd like to take a moment to remember a friend, a colleague, a wife, mother, and grandmother, and big supporter of Tipton schools. Last week, Andrea, most of you know her as Andy White, passed away. Andy is also the wife of our longtime scoreboard operator, Bill White. Please keep Bill, Andy, and the family in your thoughts and prayers. At this time, would you please join the Tipton Pep Band under the supervision of Miss Lisa Wallen and student direction of Caden Osmond in the singing of our national anthem.
That's our national anthem. That was a Tipton Blue Devil Pep Band. And we'll go ahead and mention starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Today's ball game. First, for the visitors, Shenandoah Raiders. They'll start like this. Wearing number 1, he's 5'11". He's a junior. 7.6 points per game average. 3 rebounds per game and 7.4 assists. That's Zane Mitchell. Wearing number 3, 5'9" junior. 17.4 points per game average. Aiden Coffey. Wearing number 10, 6'5" senior, 9.2 points per game average. That's Cannon Cates, 5.9 rebounds per game. Wearing number 12, 6'1" junior, 4.9 points per game average. Garrett Hellman, and wearing number 15, 6'4". He's a junior, 6.9 per game. Garrett May, the head coach, is Rick Ellsworth. Now for the Blue Devils, they'll start like this. Wearing number 2. 6'2" sophomore, 6.1 points per game average. That's Peyton Aller. Wearing number 3, 6'6" senior, 22.4 points per game average. 8 rebounds per game, 6.8 assists per game, 1.5 steals per game. Grady Carpenter. Wearing number 4, 6'2" sophomore, 2.8 points per game average. That's Quinn Smith. Wearing number 5, he's 6'1". He's a senior. 11.4 points per game, 3.2 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, 1.6 steals per game. Sam Quigley. And wearing number 21, 6'2" senior, 5.7 points per game, 3.7 rebounds per game. That's Landon Spidell. The head coach for the Tipton Blue Devils is Cliff Hawkins. They're getting ready to jump it up. Grady Carpenter. Grady Carpenter going to jump it up against Garrett May. So here comes the toss. They're going to blow the whistle. 6'6" versus 6'4". Tip to the backcourt, controlled by Tipton. Sam Quigley in the front court. Just beginning. Saturday afternoon, a 1:30 game. The only one of the season that I saw on the schedule for Tipton. Outside the arc, Peyton Aller. Outside back pedal dribble. He'll reset the offense. Works at left side. Grady Carpenter guarding him. Number 12, Jarrett Hellman. Grady Carpenter going to work his way in the paint. He'll kick it back out. Quinn Smith going to dribble in just outside the paint and get back to Grady out top. And then Grady Carpenter going to dribble in and take a shot outside the paint and roll around and fall in. Off the glass, 2-point bucket. It's 2-0. 7:22 on the game clock. Shenandoah first possession of the ball game. They're going to pass it to break the press. We're going to back through the front court. That's 15. Garrett May going to lose the handles. Be stolen by Peyton Aller. He works it up ahead. Sam Quigley, and that's stolen right back by the Raiders. To the front court. Outside the arc, working a basketball. Number 3, Aiden Coffey. You're going to dribble off, hand off. Zane Mitchell back to Coffey in the paint. 2-point shot wouldn't go. Rebound fought for. Quinn Smith throws it back in prior to landing out of bounds. We're going to back to the front court. Grady Carpenter in the paint. He'll go left-handed off the glass. 2-point bucket. Carpenter. It's a 4-0 contest. Blue Devils in front. 6:43 on the game clock. Blue Devils going to provide pressure in the backcourt. They're going to work the pass, going across the timeline once again to the hands of Jarrett Hellman. Back out, touches the hand, Zane Mitchell, back to Hellman, now back to Zane. Outside the arc, thought about a three. He'll step over to the side. 3-point shot wouldn't go. Shot taken there by Aiden Coffey to the front court. Blue Devils on the approach. We're going to right side behind the arc. See him quickly works it down low. In the paint, Landon Spidell goes off the glass. Spidell for two. 6-0 contest. Blue Devils in front. 6:10 left here in the first quarter. Going to dribble it to the timeline. That's Zane Mitchell. Going to pass it across right there. That's 3, Aiden Coffey. Going to work it in the paint. Garrett. That's Garrett May. Kicks it outside. Touches the hands briefly. Jarrett Hellman. They'll work it in the paint. Shot off the glass. Wouldn't go, but he'll shoot two. 2 shots going to be taken by number 1, Zane Mitchell. And the first foul of the ball game is going to be whistled on Quinn Smith. He's got one. It's going to be a shooting foul. And at the foul line, he's number 1, Zane Mitchell. He shoots 62% at the foul stripe. He's 21 for 34. Now 22 for 35. 6-1 contest. A little bit of a conversation there. Coach and Aiden Coffey joins the team right behind the 3-point line. One guy back for Shenandoah. That's Cannon Case. Second shot also good. Got both of them. 6-2 contest. 5:55. Now Shenandoah providing defensive pressure in the backcourt. They'll pass to the front court. Quinn Smith shot off the glass, wouldn't go. Fight for the board there, and it's going to be a foul whistled. And they're going to whistle this one on Tipton. Number 2, Peyton Aller. Aller picks up his first foul in the ball game. So Shenandoah going to bring it in from the backcourt. It's going to be Zane Mitchell, just to the left of the coaching staff for the Raiders. He'll bring it in, crossing the timeline on the dribble. Aiden Coffey works it right side, working the ball around. Garrett May. Back out top, Zane Mitchell. Working it back in, right elbow. He'll dish back off. That's Aiden Coffey to Zane Mitchell. Mitchell going to go baseline. He'll work it back into paint. Garrett May couldn't hold it. Going back the other direction. It's going to be a steal by Sam Quigley. In the front court, Blue Devils. 5:19 on the game clock. First quarter at Tipton High School. Last year, they played over there. Working it back the other direction. Going to bring it back out. Aller, he'll dish off. Grady Carpenter couldn't get the 3. Rebound, right place, right time. Sam Quigley couldn't get his first shot. Couldn't get his rebound second shot. And rebound there, Shenandoah. In the front court, Aiden Coffey. Turnaround jumper just outside the paint. Got the bucket. That was Aiden Coffey. Aiden Coffey shooting 55% from 2-point land. Going to bounce it in the paint. Sam Quigley off the glass. Wouldn't go. Rebound fought for. And then Aller comes up with it. He'll take a shot. Got a blocked shot there. Credit that block. That was number 10, Cannon Case. Out top, Zane Mitchell. Back pedal dribble. Going to work the offense. He'll reset the offense out top near the center circle. He'll work it in. Bounce pass. 3, Aiden Coffey. Coffey goes left side, working the basketball around. They're called traveling violation on Shenandoah. So in the Blue Devils lineup now is going to be number 12, Grayson McFalls, 6'8" sophomore. Also in the ball game for Tipton is number 23. 23, that's Quinn Toll, 6'1" freshman. 4:18, clock moving. First quarter, 6-4 contest. Tipton by 2. Ball's in the front court, picking up the dribble out top. See him quickly. He'll get it to Grady. Work it down to Grayson McFalls in the paint. He'll take a floater in the paint, about an 8-footer. McFalls for 2. 8-4 contest. Tipton by 4. 4 minutes left. Halfway through the first quarter. We're going to cross the timeline. Going to be a reach in. They're going to call foul. Ball's loose in the backcourt. Picked up by Quigley. Trying to get it to Grady Carpenter. Fist in the air. He's calling a foul. That fist goes up in the air and the whistle blows. You know he's calling a foul. Open palm, you know, it's just a dead ball. So they're going to whistle this foul on Shenandoah. 15, Garrett May. Garrett May has 1. Team foul number 1. Shenandoah. Tipton has 2. That's here in the first quarter. 3:48 on the game clock. Out top. Sam Quigley working against him loosely is Aiden Coffey. Works at right side, Quinn Toll. Out top, Peyton Aller. Back to Grady. Grady behind the arc. He's going to dribble in. Going to go baseline. Going to float one up from the paint. Got his own board. He'll go back to the line, and he'll go to the line first time today. And Grady will shoot two. They're going to whistle this foul on Shenandoah. That's number 12, Jarrett Hellman. Jarrett Hellman, the 6'1 junior. He picks up his first foul in the contest. Two fouls each side here in the first quarter. Grady Carpenter, first shot, rims around, wouldn't go. Grady Carpenter steps to the foul stripe, shooting 72%. He's now 67 for 94 on the season. So he'll have another one. Second shot, rims off long, wouldn't go. Rebound, Quigley. Quigley fighting in there in the middle. Came off the second man on the block and got that board. Back the other direction, I should say. 2-point shot, good. Quigley outside the arc, earned that shot and got it. 10-4 contest. Blue Devils by 6. 3:17 on the game clock. A push to the front court. Garrett May. Down low, bounce pass stolen by Quinn Toll. Right there in the paint. He'll get it back to Grady Carpenter. We're going to say a substitution here in the next dead ball. And Grady, I should say, Grayson McFalls going to be called for out of bounds. He stepped on the baseline, came back in, touched the pass prior to reestablishing himself, and is going to go back to the Raiders. So ball brought in, backcourt. Full court pressure. Peyton All going to guard the basketball. They'll work it right side to get it back to Zane Mitchell. They'll get it back. Cannon Case to the front court. That's 12, Jarrett Hellman. And back out top, they'll get it to number 3, Aiden Coffey. Coffey being guarded by Peyton Aller. Back pedal dribble for Coffey. They'll bounce it right side. That's number 12, Jarrett Hellman. Hellman out top, picked up his dribble, being guarded there closely now by Grayson McFalls. He'll dish off Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell going to get called for a travel. Took that quarter of a step just prior to putting the ball on the floor. That's hard to see. Buddy of mine coaches, or actually referees basketball. He says that's the toughest call to make for a high school referee, even a middle school. And I believe it. Sometimes you wonder if they got it right. 2:37 on the game clock. Crossing the timeline on a walk pace. Grady Carpenter working at left side. He'll dribble in and bounce it. Actually pass it across the lane there. Peyton Aller, he'll float one up just outside the lane. Wouldn't go. Rebound picked up by Cannon Case. They'll go to the front court with it. On the dribble now is Aiden Coffey. They'll work it down into Case. Case takes a shot. No foul call. No whistle. A lot of friction in there on that play. Rebound Tipton to the front court. Grady Carpenter into paint. High dribble. You're going to get called for a travel. You're going to get 2 steps. You're allowed a step and a half. That high dribble got him there. So they give the ball back to the Raiders. Back in the ball game, we're going to see number 4, Quinn Smith, back in the ball game, original starter. First time in the ball game for Tipton is 32, Isaac Humrickhouse. Isaac Humrickhouse, 6'3 junior. We'll bring the ball in from the backcourt. Aiden Coffey. We're going to back around Zane Mitchell. Right side, Cannon Case. Double team, he passes out of it. Aiden Coffey on the dribble. Picks up the dribble, works it out to Case. Now back out top, Zane Mitchell. Going to reset the offense. Also in the ball game for Tipton is number 11. That's Owen Spidell for Tipton. Elbow, left side, shot on the way, wouldn't go. Shot taken by Aiden Coffey. Rebound, Owen Spidell to the front court. With the basketball, Grady Carpenter. Right side, Spidell, back to Grady out top. Quinn Smith. Right elbow extended, gets it inside. Grayson McFalls, he's in the paint. He's going to go off the glass. Layup. Got the bucket. Grayson McFalls. 12-4 contest. Tipton by 8. 1:18 left here in the quarter. We're in the first quarter. Tipton High School lost the handle. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say, and I think they might change the call. They're going to change the call. They're going to say it went off a toll. They're going to give the ball to the Raiders right side of their bucket on the baseline. So that ball's going to be brought in. Number 3, Aiden Coffey. Coffey looking to get it in. He'll bounce it outside the arc nearby. A Cannon Case. Back to Zane Mitchell. Back to the corner. Aiden Coffey being guarded there by Quinn Smith. They're working into Case. Working against him, Grady Carpenter. Off the glass, wouldn't go. Rebound, Grady Carpenter. Working it to the front court on the dribble pace. Working in to get it into Grayson McFalls. There's going to be a foul before the pass. And foul's going to be whistled on the Raiders. They're going to whistle this on number 12, Jarrett Hellman. He has 2. He was trying to back front. I guess you back him up right there. Pass him into Grayson Falls and a quick foul. So he'll take a breather. He'll set down, and they're going to toss it in left side of the bucket on the baseline. Grady Carpenter into Owen Spidell, back to Grady. He's going to go baseline. He's going to step on the baseline. He's going to be out of bounds. going to give the ball back to Shenandoah. So they'll bring the ball in. In the game for Shenandoah is number 2, Maddox Davis. He's a 6-foot junior. Maddox Davis chips in at 4.4 a game. The traveling pilot violation. They're going to call one in the front court on the Raiders. They're going to give the ball back to Tipton. They'll bring it in from the side court, just left of the scorer's bench. Scorer's bench side of the floor. Brought in Isaac Humrickhouse, Grady Carpenter. 42 seconds left. Pick up a screen from Grayson McFall. Screen and roll. They're trying to get it back in outside the line right there. 3-point shot good. Isaac Humrickhouse. Isaac Humrickhouse on the season. He's climbing on that 3-point shot. So we're going to go baseline. Zane Mitchell. Pass through the corner. 3-point shot might have been tipped. It was. Rebound put back is good by Garrett May. That original shot taken by Maddox Davis. Well done. 15-6. 10 seconds left. Blue Devils in the front court. Just across the timeline, Grady Carpenter picks up a screen from Grayson McFall's double team. But we're getting into Grayson in the paint. He's going to take a shot. Wouldn't get it. But they're going to whistle a foul on the Raiders. 2.9 left. Foul's going to be whistled on 15. Garrett May. He has 2. So Grayson McFall is going to shoot a couple. First shot up, short off the rim, wouldn't go. Grayson McFall shooting 56% on the season. Taking a breather is Grady Carpenter. In the ball game is Sam Quigley. Second shot up, good. Got the back end. 2.9 left, 16-6. Full court pressure. Sam Quigley knocks a chest pass out of bounds. So they'll move the spot. Now the clock goes down to 1.1 left. Just barely in the backcourt. Going to be inbound by Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell looking. He'll put it to the front court. Cannon Case. He'll take a shot at the buzzer. Nearly wins. That looked like a Keith Smart type of shot from 87. But we'll go to a quarter break. Quarter break. Tipton Blue Devils 16. Shenandoah Raiders 6. And we'll mention today's ball game is in parts being brought to you by The Shack. Hey, Blue Devil fans, looking for the perfect spot before or after the game? Swing by The Shack, your ultimate game day hangout. They've got something for every team member. Whether you're craving a classic Shack pizza or ready to tackle a Shack stack with single, double, or triple patties. And that's not all. They've got your game day staples, such as cold beers, refreshing cocktails, and their loaded spiral potatoes. You can bring your game face, bring your appetite, and bring your friends for a winning experience at The Shack. They're located at 311 East Jefferson Street in Tipton. Check them out on Facebook and stay up to date on specials and events. See you at The Shack. So second quarter, alternate possession arrow. Going to give it to the Shenandoah Raiders. 16-6 contest. Band sounding good. And what they practice and practice. They love what they're doing, and we're glad they do. They sound so good. Can be brought in. Can be brought in right there. Number 3, Aiden Coffey. Looking to get it in. He'll bounce it in. Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell going to bring it to the timeline. He'll be picked up there by Peyton Aller. Left side, working the basketball. Maddox Davis still in the ball game for the Raiders. Out top, Aiden Coffey. Over the left side, Zane Mitchell. He'll pass it down low off the glass. Got the bucket. Nice cut right there by Shenandoah. In the ball game is Carter Gray. Carter Gray, chance for a 3-point play. They're going to whistle his foul on Quinn Smith. He has 2. Carter Gray, free throw line. Shot on the way, wouldn't go. Long off the rim, rebound fought for Grayson McFalls of Tipton. They'll get it to Grady Carpenter. Carpenter's going to walk it to the timeline uncontested. Across the timeline now, pick up some speed. Out top, Sam Quigley. Right side, Carpenter. He'll dribble in. Going to go baseline. He'll float one up off the glass. Wouldn't go. He hit the deck. Rebound. Tipton. Going to work it again. Quinn Smith in the paint. He'll float one up in the paint. About a 10-footer. Got the bucket. That's Quinn Smith. 18-8. 10-point advantage for the Blue Devils. Trying to break the press again. They'll throw it back and forth. Little V shape They'll bounce to the front court. Ball's loose, goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by Shenandoah. So 7:09 left. Second quarter. Ball's going to be brought in side court. In the back court, Peyton Aller. Now see him quickly going to walk it to the timeline. Straight out top, standing in the center circle, stationary dribble. They'll work a bounce pass outside the arc. Grady Carpenter works it in. Grayson McFall couldn't get the shot to go. The rebound fought for Cannon Case. Comes down with it for the Raiders. Front court, Zane Mitchell. He's going to dribble hard to the hoop. He'll float one from the baseline. Wouldn't go. Grayson McFall to the front court. Gets it to Grady on the outlet pass. 6:42. They'll work it right side. Behind the arc, three-point shot in the air. Wouldn't go. I would see him quickly. Rebound, Grayson McFalls. Blue Devils going to have another opportunity. 6:30 left here in the second quarter. Out top, Peyton Aller. Now see him Quigley. Quigley working against him is number 2, Maddox Davis. Maddox Davis is 6-foot junior. 6:20 on the game clock. Blue Devils being a little bit deliberate in this possession. In the paint, going to float one up. Wanted to travel, wasn't travel. And that first shot wouldn't go for Grady. They both came down with it. That was Aiden Coffey. And Grady Carpenter came down with it. And it's going to be along alternate possession arrow. They're going to give it to Tipton. Taking a breather for Shenandoah, number 11, Carter Gray. When brought up and brought it into paint, alley-oop shot in the paint, wouldn't go. Sam Quigley brought it in. Tall in the paint to Grady, wouldn't go. 18-8, 6:06 left. Second quarter. Aiden Coffey would dish the ball off. Zane Mitchell going to reset the offense out top. Zane Mitchell on the dribble, get it back to Coffey. Coffey working against him. It's Quigley working around the perimeter. Working back out top. Going to step one side, get the ball back around. That was Garrett Hellman. Outside the arc, three-point shot, rims out. Shot taken by Aiden Coffey. Rebound, Grayson McFalls. 6'8", sophomore. Hard to raise him that tall by choice. Left-handed off the glass, Grayson McFalls. Grayson McFalls outside the arc, like a luau cinder. We're in the front court, trying to get it back across the front court, and does. Aiden Coffey. Aiden Coffey on the dribble, works it right side behind the arc. Around the perimeter, that's number 2, Maddox Davis. Works it left side, Jared Hellman. Back out, Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell going to hesitation dribble. Baseline, he'll go off the glass. He'll get the bucket. Nope. They're going to call a traveling violation. They're going to call a traveling violation prior to going up with a shot. And Grayson McFalls showing us the kumbaya. It would have been a foul on Grayson. But the traveling occurred first. We'll bring the ball in. Sam Quigley back in the ball game for Tipton. Number 23, Quinn Toll, 6'1", freshman, to the front court. Working the basketball. Grady now Sam Quigley. Quigley guarding him closely is Zane Mitchell. Backdoor cut. Give and go. They'll work it down low. Grayson McFalls off the bucket and in. I should say off the glass and in. Grayson McFalls going to shoot one more. They're going to whistle this foul on Shenandoah. 21. That's Caden Gray. Double check this. And I'm taking a breather for Shenandoah is number 12, Jared Hellman. He'll pick up the foul, and he's got 3. So double check this. 3-point play opportunity. Grayson McFalls got the bucket. So Grayson for 3, one at the strike. 23-18, 15-point advantage for Tipton. 4:47. Stop the dribble in the backcourt. Dribble across Zane Mitchell. Going to be a reach-in foul, and Peyton Aller, right at midcourt, going to reach in, get the foul, and absorbing that loose foul right there was number 1, Zane Mitchell. So Peyton Aller has 2 in the ball game. 4:43 left. Tipton has 2 in the quarter, and the Raiders have 1 here in the second quarter. Crossing the timeline, Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell on the dribble. Out top, he'll reset. He'll dribble in now, go behind the arc, working the basketball around Carter Gray. Carter Gray works it left side. And number 5, Hayden Hubbard. Hayden Hubbard in the ball game, 5'9". He's a senior. The ball stepped out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Tipton. 4:24 left. Second quarter, quick pace game. Not a timeout as of yet, just a quarter break. 4:18 clock moving, 23-8. Going to work it in. Grady Carpenter. Stationary, he's got the dribble. He'll dribble in the paint. Jump shot over the rim, good. About a 5-footer right there, 6'6". He can get up. Carpenter for two. It's 25-18. They're working to the front court. Front court with the basketball, bounce it back. Zane Mitchell outside the arc. Aiden Coffey for three. Rims off, wouldn't go. Rebound, the Raiders, and he'll be fouled. Coming down with that board was number 11, Carter Gray, 6'1" junior.
Fouls on number 23.
And they're going to whistle this foul on Tipton. Quinn Toll. Quinn Toll picks up his first foul in the ball game. Going to be brought in, ride the bucket on the baseline. Zane Mitchell gets it in. Aiden Coffey being guarded there immediately by Sam Quigley. He'll work it in the paint. Should jump shot. He'll shoot two. He works the ball into Garrett May right outside the paint. And Garrett May works his way down. Not like a Mark Jackson used to do for the Pacers. But he did it from the side baseline. So at the free throw line, number 15, Garrett May. Garrett May steps to the stripe, 10 for 20 on the season. First shot up, rims around, falls in. 10 for 20. You got a guy waiting at the scores bench to check in for Garrett May. Should he make his next shot? 25-9. Blue Devils in front. Second shot, Garrett May, good. So Garrett May going to take a breather. In the ballgame for him, Shenandoah Raider, number 10, Cannon Case. 3:46 left. We're in the second quarter. 25-10. Ball brought in backward. Grady Carpenter going to walk it to the timeline. To pick up the pace, he'll work it left side. Quinn Toll. Now Peyton Aller, now back to Grady. Left side of the lane. He'll dribble in the lane now. Spin move. He'll float one up. Wouldn't get it. Rebound Raiders. Number 5, Hayden Hubbard. Comes down with it. Now Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell in the front court. Lost the handle. Regathers it there in the front court again. Zane Mitchell out top. They'll work it right side. Hubbard. Hubbard going to bounce it. Out top. Cannon Case. Left side moving the basketball. Carter Gray. Back to Aiden. Working it back around. Aiden Coffey. Going to work it right side. Aiden Coffey might have taken off his glasses. I think he had glasses, kind of like an Eric Dickerson. He elected to remove them. Out top, three-point shot, rims out, wouldn't go. Shot taken by Zane Mitchell. Rebound, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter to the front court. Works the right side, now to the corner. Peyton Aller going to shoot a three. Rims out, wouldn't go. Rebound, Shenandoah, Hayden Hubbard. To the front court. Outside the arc, Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell going to bounce it in, left elbow. Cannon Case. They'll work it back out. Now Zane Mitchell going to reset the offense. They'll work it right side. Three-point shot in the air. Hubbard. Hayden Hubbard, three-point shot. He's above 30% now. He's 11 for 35 on the season. They say 30% is good. 35% or better is exceptional. They'll work it in the paint. Grady Carpenter. Dish it down low. Reverse layup is good. Quinn Toll for two. 27-13. 2:03. Going to be a steal in the backcourt. Nearly picked back up by Aiden Coffey. Then we're going to the front court. Hubbard. Back out to Coffey. Well behind the arc. Spin move in the paint, outside the paint. Work it back. Now back pedal dribble. Hayden Hubbard. Reset the offense. You go right side with it. Carter Gray. Back out. Moving the basketball. Cannon Case. Aiden Coffey. He triple set. He's going to juke and jive. He'll pop a shot outside the paint. Shot wouldn't go. But a nice move by Aiden Coffey to free himself up. He can get his own shot. 1:29 on the game clock. Going to dribble in. Peyton Aller in the paint. Shot wouldn't go. Saving the ball from going out of bounds there was Carter Gray of Shenandoah. To the front court, Zane Mitchell. Aiden Coffey, three-point shot. Rims off, wouldn't go. Rebound, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter going to dribble to the front court at a trot pace. 1:10 left. Second quarter. 27-13. Blue Devils by 14. Going to work it in just outside the paint. Quinn Toll picked up immediately by Zane Mitchell. We're going to back out crossover. And work in the paint. Layup right side. Grady Carpenter with those long legs. And next year he'll play at Grace College. 48 seconds left. We pass to the front court. Aiden Coffey. Bounce it down low outside the paint. Going to be a block shot, but a foul. A little bit of friction there on that attempt for a block shot. And going to the foul stripe is going to be number 10, Cannon Case. Foul whistle on Grady Carpenter. Carpenter picks up his first foul here in the ball game. That is the fifth foul on the Blue Devils. So shooting the rest away. 43 seconds left. Rims around, shot when to go. Landon Spidell going to re-enter the ball game for the Blue Devils. Grayson McFalls gets a medium pie from Coach Cliff Hawkins. He'll take a breather. 43.6, 29-13. Cannon Case, second shot, good. Case got the back end of a two-shot foul. Ball's going to be brought in. Backcourt. Brady Carpenter going to dribble it, slow pace. To the timeline, 38 seconds. He's crossing the timeline now. He'll work it left side, hands off, Peyton Aller. 32 seconds, hands off, Sam Quigley. Working the popcorn popper out top. Looking back to Graydon. He'll slow it up. Back to the logo head. He's going to give the ball back up to Sam Quigley. 20 seconds left. 29-14. Blue Devils in front. Out top, Grady Carpenter at the center court line. 12 seconds left. Guarding him right there is number 5, Hayden Hubbard. He's going to dribble in. Spin move with the right elbow. Works it inside. Quintal couldn't get the shot to go. Rebound going to half-court shot. Half-court shot at the buzzer. Wouldn't go. Good effort. Aiden Coffey. But we'll go to a halftime break at the end of one. It's going to be the Tipton Blue Devils 29. Shenandoah Raiders 14. Again, we do thank you for tuning in, and we'll mention tonight's ballgame is also in part being brought to you by Rutledge Well Drilling. Rutledge Well Drilling. When you think of water, think of Rutledge Well Drilling. Pumps, sales, service, water conditioning, water softeners, iron filters, and trenching. You can call Rutledge Well Drilling. You can reach them by dialing 765-292-2315. Again, their number is 765-292-2315. Or you can visit them on their website. It's RutledgeWellDrilling.com. They're just west of Atlanta, Indiana, 296th Street, off of 19, go west a couple of miles. They are licensed, insured, honest, dependable, and always professional. That's Mike, Nathan, and Levi Rutledge. And also bringing you tonight's ball game is Noblesville Trophies. Noblesville Trophies, you can shop them online at noblesvilletrophies.com or stop in, if only, to browse around. They're located at 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. They'll provide you with trophies, awards, plaques, and much, much more. They have fast turnaround. Prices are low. They are so low, you may want to be a repeat customer. That's Noblesville Trophies, 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana, 46060. And they're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you can reach them by phone at 317-773-7391. Again, their number is 317-773-7391. Online, it's noblesvilletrophies.com. And also bringing you tonight's ball game is Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21. When you're thinking about residential or corporate relocations, you know a perfect house can soon become a perfect home. And Lisa Stokes Bear would like nothing more than to utilize her 26 years of experience to help you begin that process. Yes, real estate reliability is something a professional real estate agent and or real estate broker strives for, such as Lisa Stokes Bear. Your happiness and her success are two of the same. For the real estate lady with the high real estate IQ, contact Lisa Stokes Bear by cellular phone or by text message. Reach her at 317-513-4086. Again, her number is 317-513-4086. That's Lisa Stokes Bear. And also bringing you tonight's, I should say today's ball game, is Jim Dandy Restaurant. Jim Dandy Restaurant, you'll not only enjoy an incredible dining experience. And a Jim Dandy menu simply speaks for itself. They've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They've got hot soups, fresh fruits, and a fully loaded salad bar. And even though the Tipton High School was being constructed in the early 1960s, Jim Dandy Restaurant continues to support Tipton Blue Devil basketball and Tipton Blue Devil athletics since prior to opening. Jim Dandy, their restaurants, they opened in 1964. They've got good food, good friends, and good times. Jim Dandy, they're open 7 days. Jim Dandy in Tipton. So they're shooting some baskets out there on the floor. They got some youngsters there shooting from the free throw line. They let the younger variety shoot about a 10-footer. Um, Probably trying to win some soda pop in the 64-ounce variety. And we'll also mention today's ball game is in part being brought to you by Indiana Express Rentals. Indiana Express Rentals. When you're looking when you're looking for that dependable moving truck rental company, that high quality choice isn't far away. You can call Indiana Express Rentals. They're located at the south edge of Noblesville, Indiana. They're right there at 1708 South 8th Street. It tees up right there. It's a T road. You can't miss it. Simply call them at 317-773-4800. Again, that number is 317-773-4800. They have up to 26-foot box trucks available, and a truck with a Tommy lift can sure come in handy. Indiana Express Rental, their hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturday, they're open 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. You'll see Dirk. Dirk will escort you around the lot. He'll help you find the truck that best suits your needs. That's Penske Truck Rentals. Penske Truck Rentals. The word Penske alone takes any possible concerns away from any travel. That's Indiana Express Rentals, Noblesville. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Hope Jewelers. Hope Jewelers, they're in Tipton. Precious times are made for precious moments. And Hope Jewelers are there to meet your every special need in the field of diamonds, gold, and silver, etc. Stop in and visit. Hope Jewelers, they're in downtown Tipton. They're right next door to the Diana Theater. Hope Jewelers are located at 135 East Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can reach them by phone at 765-675-9720. Again, their number is 765-675-9720. Hope Jewelers, they're open daily, Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They're open on Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we'll go ahead and mention a little bit about what's going on this week. This week, we'll mention the Indiana Pacers. Indiana Pacers. They're having a good second part of their season. Since the first of the year, the Indiana Pacers are 13-3. So that's in 2025. That's their record. And I'm right now, they're fourth in the East. That's 29-21. The Indiana Pacers. They played Thursday. That was the 6th. They played a couple of days ago. They went against the LA Clippers. They're on a West Coast road trip. They're going to end that road trip tonight. I should say today at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, they're going to play against the Lakers. And you can watch that on WTHR, Channel 13. I think it's also on ESPN, but Channel 13 going to cover several games this year for the Pacers. 4 o'clock today, they'll be there. And I will mention the LA Clippers and the Pacers. Pacers got the win 119-112 over the Clippers. And from what I understand, the Pacers went down by 20 in the first quarter and pulled that game out. They got the most out of that game with their own 17-2 run, Pacers. And I will also mention after they finish up with the Lakers on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, they'll be home at Gainbridge Fieldhouse with the New York Knickerbockers, and that'll be a 7:30 start. It will be on TNT, but if you want to go watch that game at Gainbridge, ticket prices start as low as $14.69. So we're going to go with the starting lineups again for both squads. And that should be good. Getting ready to 1 minute left. Guys are going to set down, and we'll go ahead and mention the starters for Shenandoah. It's going to be number 1, Zane Mitchell. Number 3, Aiden Coffey. Number 10, Cannon Case. Number 12, Jarrett Hellman. Number 15, Garrett May. Starters again for Tipton. They'll start again like this. Number 2, Peyton Aller. Number 3, Grady Carpenter. Number 4, Quinn Smith. Number 5, Sam Quigley. And number 21, Landon Spidell. So clock's going to move out and empty out after 25 seconds. We're going to bring it in. It's going to belong to Shenandoah with the alternate possession arrow. And then Coach Rick Ellsworth talking with his team. Going to put the hands in the air. Little fist bump. 6 seconds left here in the intermission. That last minute, as you know, when it gets to 9, after 9 minutes, it goes to 1 more minute left. That qualifies as a timeout. 45-second buzzer, and now here we go. It's going to be brought in. Side court. Half court going to be brought in by Aiden Coffey. Aiden Coffey going to be guarded right in front of him is Sam Quigley. You're going to pass it to the back court. Zane Mitchell in the bump. Yep, pass and bounce pass. Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell going to bring it to the timeline. And working across the timeline, through the leg dribble, and working left side, move the basketball. Garrett May back to Zane. Zane going to get it. Aiden Coffey. Aiden Coffey going to shoot a 3. Wouldn't go. Fighting for the rebound there. It's going to be a jump ball. Alternate possession arrow. Going to give it to Tipton. Jump ball right there. That's Grady Carpenter locking it up with Jared Hellman. So they'll bring it from the backcourt. Full court pressure. Zane Mitchell. Aiden Coffey going to provide defense in the backcourt. They'll pass it over timeline. Right there, Peyton Aller. Back to Grady. About 10-second line. Works it across court. Sam Quigley. Free throw line and work it backwards. Peyton Aller working inside. Grady Carpenter in the paint. Turnaround jumper. Got the bucket. Grady Carpenter for 2. 7:22 on the game clock. 31-14. Blue Devils in front. We're going to back and forth. Zane Mitchell. We're going to back and forth with Jared Hellman. Outside the arc, Aiden Coffey. Good. Left elbow extended. 3-point bomb is good for Aiden Coffey. Going to be a 30-second timeout. Shenandoah. 7:08 left. 31-17. Tipton in front. This game is also in part being brought to you by Encompass Credit Union. When you're looking for a financial partner that is as community-minded as you are, welcome to Encompass Credit Union, North Central Indiana's premier financial institution. At Encompass Credit Union, they believe in putting their members first. Whether you're looking for the lower rates on loans or the higher rates on savings, you can join them today and become a part of a financial cooperative that truly cares, with branches in Tipton, Frankfort, and Kokomo. That's Encompass Credit Union, where community comes full circle. Encompass Credit Union. Ball brought in backcourt. Grady Carpenter, now Sam Quigley. Quigley crossover dribble. We're going to get him as Aiden Coffey. Aiden Coffey, darn good player. I tell you what, he's foot for foot with Sam Quigley. He's going to cause a traveling violation. Aiden Coffey, defensively, pretty much locked up. Sam Quigley caused the travel. Going to bring the ball in from the backcourt. Shenandoah, Zane Mitchell crossing the timeline. Going to work it left side, bounce pass back to Zane. Coffey touches the hands briefly. Working it back out. Case going to try to get the ball down on the baseline. Pretty swift pass from Mitchell. Difficult pass to handle. Going to go out of bounds. Belongs to Tipton. 6:40 on the game clock. Peyton Aller crossing the timeline at a dribble pace. Works it back out. Grady Carpenter, he'll give the ball up. Center circle to see him quickly. Working against him again. Aiden Coffey out top of the circle. Grady Carpenter. Elbow left side. He'll dish it outside. See him quickly. Quickly working against Coffey. Coffey holding him up, not allowing him to penetrate. Working it back around the perimeter. Grady Carpenter works it to Peyton Aller. Now back out. Grady Carpenter. Now Aiden Coffey going to guard Carpenter. Through the legs and work it back around. Cannon Case providing good defense. Outside the arc. 3-point shot. Good. That was Peyton Aller. About a step and a half behind the arc. Left elbow extended. 3-point shot for Aller. 34-17. Tipton in front. 5:50 left here in the third quarter. They toss it inside. Going to back his way down. We're going to call a foul on the floor. Quinn Smith going to be called for the foul. And a Garrett May working the basketball pretty well there. And so that's 3 fouls here in the ballgame on Quinn Smith. 5:46 left. They're going to toss it in, bounce pass to Case. Cannon Case back to Zane Mitchell. Mitchell on the back pedal dribble. Working against him is Peyton Aller. He's going to dribble in out top of the circle. Crossover dribble. Zane Mitchell out top. Aiden Coffey picks up a screen. Zane Mitchell couldn't use it. Going to get the ball back to Zane. Zane going to dribble in. He goes layup. He tried to finger roll. Finger roll is a dangerous shot, and that's why he could roll out, and it did. We're going to see the front court. Grady Carpenter to the corner. Seeing him quickly. 3-point shot would go. Rebound. Landon Spidell. Spidell is going to absorb a foul. Shenandoah going to whistle this one on number 12. Jarrett Hellman. Hellman's going to pick up the foul. He's got 3. Back in the ballgame. Where's he number 2? Maddox Davis. Maddox Davis, 6-foot junior. Taking a breather. Jarrett Hellman. He'll be back. Coach will decide. Going to bring it in left of the bucket on the baseline. Grady Carpenter. Toss it in. Foul line. Landon Spidell. Works it left side. Quinn Smith to the corner. Peyton Aller going to get his shot blocked. It goes out of bounds. Tipton going to get the ball back, but it was a good block shot by 15. Right there, that was Garrett May. Garrett May jumps center to start the ball game. Will be brought in right of the bucket on the baseline. Grady Carpenter. Carpenter will toss it in. Quinn Smith back to Quigley to the corner. Carpenter, he's going to dribble in. Nearly lost the handle. Shot in the paint, wouldn't go. Little jump hook, wouldn't go. Rebound, Garrett May to the front court. 4:54 on the game clock. We're in the third quarter. Zane Mitchell going to put a good move on. Lost the handle. He'll regather it. He'll work it in to Garrett May. Garrett May, one dribble in the paint. Floater, left-handed floater, wouldn't go. Rebound, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter to the front court. See him quickly. Going to take a 3. 3-point shot short of the mark. Might have been deflected. I believe Garrett May blocked that shot. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say, and it's going to belong to Tipton. So Tipton's going to bring the ball in left of the bucket on the baseline. See him quickly. Looking to get it in. Looking. He'll bounce it in. Grady Carpenter behind the arc, right side, front of the Spirit section. On the dribble, back pedal dribble. He's going to work it back in. He'll dish it inside. See him quickly. Off the glass. Couldn't get the bucket. Rebound, Shenandoah. Cannon Case to the front court. Aiden Coffey. Outside. They'll bring it back around. That's Maddox. Back to Coffey. Coffey being guarded there by Peyton Aller. Working back around. Aiden Coffey with the basketball. Triple threat. He'll pass it out top. Cannon Case works it left side. Zane Mitchell. Mitchell being guarded by Quinn Smith. Working it back around. 4:05 left. Out top. Aiden Coffey going to launch a 3. Going to rim around. Wouldn't go. Rebound fought for. Picked up by Shenandoah in the front court. Case. He'll get it back to Coffey. He'll try a free throw line jump shot. Wouldn't go. Rebound. Landon Spidell. 3:50 left. 34-17. Grayson McFalls. We'll see him at the next dead ball. Also, we'll see Owen Spidell at the next dead ball. Working at left side with the basketball. Peyton Aller out top. Grady Carpenter. Works at right side. Landon Spidell. Triple threat available. He'll pass it out top. See him quickly now around the perimeter. Quinn Smith. Now Peyton Aller. He'll toss it in outside the paint. And that's Grady Carpenter. He's going to go to the corner with it. Difficult pass. And it's going to go out of bounds. And Tipton's going to turn the ball over. So we're going to see Owen Spidell back in the ball game. Peyton, I should say, see him quickly going to take a breather. Landon Spidell also going to take a breather. And back in for him is number 12, Grayson McFalls. So Zane Mitchell brings it in. Aiden Coffey crossing the timeline. Aiden Coffey on the dribble. He'll work it right side. Working against him, Peyton Aller. Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell going to dribble in. Might have been a block shot. Rebound, put back. Garrett May. Garrett May for a put back for two. Rebounded the shot immediately of Zane Mitchell. 3 minutes left. 34-19. Out top, picks up the dribble. Owen Spidell now out top. Quinn Smith, he'll dribble in the paint. He'll take a jump shot. Turnaround jumper, got the bucket. Turnaround jumper located that rim in a split second. 2:40 left. Third quarter. He'll dribble in. Garrett May. Spin move in the paint. Floater wouldn't go. Rebound. Grayson McFalls. He'll dish off. 6'6". Grady Carpenter to the front court. Out top, we go right side behind the arc. Peyton Aller. 3-point shot wouldn't go. Rebound goes out of bounds. It's going to be the last touch by Owen Spidell. So Sam Quigley going to re-enter the ball game. Quinn Smith is going to take a breather. It's a medium 5 from Coach Hawkins. They'll bring it in. Backcourt, full court pressure. Tipton Blue Devils, Peyton Aller. We're going to have Zane Mitchell. We're going to pass it across the timeline. Aiden Coffey, crossover. Going to work a baseline. Maddox out top of the basketball. Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell, back pedal dribble. They'll work it right side. They're going to whistle a foul. They're going to whistle a foul off the ball. So foul occurs. It's going to be a holding call against number 5, Sam Quigley. Quigley picks up his first foul. He's an original starter. 2:06 left. We brought in, left the bucket, Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell works it out tall, behind the arc, to Maddox. Maddox Davis gets it to Aiden Coffey. Back to Maddox. He's going to dribble in the paint, left-handed off the glass. Wouldn't get it. Rebound, put back. Cannon Case got the rebound, put back. He got the bucket, and he'll shoot one more. Fouls whistled on number 11, Owen Spidell. He picks up his first in the ballgame. That's 3 here in the third quarter on Tipton. Just 1 so far in the quarter on Shenandoah. 3-point play opportunity is good. Number 10, Cannon Case. Ball brought in, backcourt. Full court pressure, Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell and Aiden Coffey providing the defense for Shenandoah. Going to work it in the paint, floater in the paint, got the bucket. Grady Carpenter. Carpenter for 2. 1:40 left. Blue Devils going to run some pressure in the backcourt. Loose pressure. Aiden Coffey to the front court. Maddox Davis. Going to dribble in. Going to go out of bounds. Grady Carpenter playing defense right there against Garrett May. Grady pushes it out of bounds. Going to give it back to Shenandoah. They'll bring it in right to the bucket on the baseline. Going to be brought in by Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell behind the arc. They'll work at the Cannon Case. Back to Zane. He'll launch a 3. 3-point shot, rims off. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Aiden Coffey. Coffey behind the arc. He's going to bounce it in to Garrett May. Garrett May, triple threat available. He'll bounce. He'll dribble in the paint. Turn around. He'll go off the glass. Try to. And it's going to be a blocked shot. Got his own rebound. Put it back up and in. Grady Carpenter recycled his first attempt. Ball came back down in Garrett May's hands. Back up and in. 38-24. It's a 14-point ball game. Tipton in front. Working the basketball. Peyton Aller now back out. Grady Carpenter being guarded there by Aiden Coffey. Going to pick up a screen from Grayson McFalls. They'll work it in. Tall pass to Grayson. Lost the handle. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to belong to Shenandoah. 46.7 left. We're going to see a substitution for the Blue Devils immediately. It's going to be Quinn Smith. Taking a breather is Peyton. I'll take that back. Taking a breather right there. So they'll work the press in the backcourt. They'll relax. Blue Devils relax to the 3-point line in the front court. 40 seconds left. Out top, Aiden Coffey guarding him. Sam Quigley. They'll work it out to Case out top. Now left side, Garrett May back to Aiden. Aiden Coffey going to pick up a screen from Case. They're working around Case baseline. He's going to dribble in again. Same routine. This time he wouldn't get this one. The rebound poked out and picked up by Sam Quigley. 18 seconds left. Picks up the dribble. And Maddox Davis providing good defense on Quigley. Maddox Davis going to guard the basketball. Quigley on the dribble. Work the crossover. 5 seconds left. He'll dribble the lane. He'll have to take a shot. He will, and he'll get it. Turnaround jumper in the lane for Quigley. He'll get the bucket. And that's going to take us to a completion of the third quarter. At the end of three, Tipton Blue Devils 38, Sheridan, I should say the Shenandoah Raiders 24. And we'll also mention today's ball game is being brought to you by Discount Copies. Discount Copies, conveniently located at the west edge of Noblesville, Indiana. That's at 46062. They're just behind Pizza Hut in next to Bowl 32. They're along State Road 32. They're in Noblesville. At Discount Copies, they provide set-up services where you can turn your artwork into things such as note cards, notepads, prints, and calendars. And it's never too early to think about personalized Christmas cards, posters, and oversized printing, also available. And if you're planning a wedding, they can print all of your necessary needs. You can reach them at Discount Copies, 317-773-8783. Again, their number is 317-773-8783, or by Gmail at Discount Copies, plural, the number 96 at gmail.com. So they can bring the ball in. Side court, alternate possession arrow, gives it again, fourth quarter to Shenandoah. There's the whistle. We're underway. Going to be brought in backcourt. Zane Mitchell. Being guarded there, crossing the timeline, Peyton Aller. Zane Mitchell going to pick up. He'll be screened off from Case. Zane Mitchell, elbow, left side, dishes it back off. Aiden Coffey, underhanded scoop shot, nearly got it. Rebound, number 5, Sam Quigley. 7:40 on the game clock. 40-24, Tipton in front. But we're getting the front court. Way out top, Grady Carpenter works it left side. Sam Quigley picked up there by Garrett May. Working it back around the perimeter. Sam Quigley. Quinn Smith going through the lane there, guarding him closely. Right there in the lane is Case. Back pedal dribble, crossover. Grady Carpenter. It's going to be a foul whistle. Crossover dribble, hard to defend. They're going to whistle a foul on Shenandoah. Number 2, Maddox Davis. He has one. First foul here in the fourth quarter. We'll work the ball in the backcourt. Sam Quigley picked up Garrett May. Now a bounce pass to Grady, back to Sam. Out top, way out top. Now to Grady. Way out top. Triple threat available. Double team. He finds on the baseline. Peyton Aller. Found Peyton Aller on the baseline. That was good court vision. And it's going to be a foul whistle, and Aller is going to shoot 2. So fouls whistled on number 1, Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell has been in the game the whole game long. Plays a clean ball game. A good kid. Picks up his first foul. First shot, Peyton Aller rims around and falls in. So Aller's got one. Aller steps to the line, shooting 63% on the season. He's now 13 for 20. He'll have one more. 13 for 21. Going to be a foul. And Quinn Smith going to pick up a foul that he's going to wish he didn't. On the lane there, trying to knock the ball free. He was second man on the block right side. And Quinn Smith going to pick up his 4th foul in the ball game. He knew he was coming out of the ball game. In the ball game for him as number 23, Quinn Toll. Ball brought in. Backcourt, Zane Mitchell. Aiden Coffey, back to Zane. Zane works at right side. That's number 12, Jared Hellman. Back to Zane. He'll pass it across the timeline. Aiden Coffey. He'll pop a shot. He's open. It'll rim around. About a 16-footer wouldn't go. Rebound, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter going to bring it to the timeline. He'll pass it right side. Sam Quigley. Quigley just outside the paint. Picks up his dribble. He'll toss it back out. Grady Carpenter out top. Quigley resets the offense. Working against him is Zane Mitchell. They're working in to Quinn Toll. Inside out play. He'll get it out to Rob. Peyton Aller. He'll nail a 3. Left elbow extended. 6:24 on the game clock. We're going to get it in. We're going to cross the timeline. He does. That's number 12, Jared Hellman. Back to Mitchell. Now back to Aiden Coffey. Coffey, good matchup whole game long with Sam Quigley. We're going to back out top. Picks up the ball at the elbow. That's number 12, Jared Hellman. You're going to hand off the glass, 2-point bucket. Left side of the glass, Aiden Coffey for two. Just under 6 minutes left. 44-26. Blue Devils in front. Across the timeline on the dribble pace. Grady Carpenter. Left side, Sam Quigley. Being guarded there by Zane Mitchell. He'll bounce it left side behind the arc. Quinn Toll picking him up is number 10, Cannon Case. Back out with the basketball. Triple threat available. He'll dribble left. Right there, Grady Carpenter. He wants to go baseline. Old Michael Jordan type of move, but it was cut off by Aiden Coffey. We're going to out top. We're going to back out. Peyton Aller. Guarded closely by Zane Mitchell. They switch men, and Zane Mitchell going to have to guard Quigley, and he'll pick up a foul. So Zane Mitchell going to pick up his second foul in the ballgame. Team foul number 3 on the Raiders here in the fourth quarter. Blue Devils have one. They'll bring it in, Grady Carpenter in the front court. On the dribble, out top. Works it left side, Quigley. Went through the lane, trying to get open. Grayson McFalls playing defense well. Down low is Case. Cannon Case against Grayson. But we're going to crossover dribble. Going to go baseline and be tipped out of bounds. Good hands right there by Aiden Coffey. I tell you what, Aiden Coffey, he's impressive. 5'9", junior. He plays well. So we're going to bring the ball in. Left the bucket on the baseline. Grady Carpenter. He'll toss it in tall behind the arc. Peyton Aller to the corner. 3-point shot on the way. Sam Quigley. Shot going to go. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Grady Carpenter. 5 minutes straight up on the scoreboard. Fourth quarter. Brought in. Aiden Coffey back to Zane. He'll bounce it right side. Jared Hellman. He'll bounce it to the front court. Case. Now Mitchell. Mitchell, the guard, he will dribble in. Right elbow and pass it back out. They'll work it back down low to Case. Cannon Case in the paint. He's going to throw left-handed off the glass. Got the bucket. Cannon Case working against 6'8", Grayson McFalls, and getting the bucket. 44-28. 4:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Going to dribble in. Sam Quigley trying to get it off the glass. Couldn't get it. Rebound secured by Case. He works it to the front court. Aiden Coffey tries a cross court. Another pass down low. It was a chest pass intercepted by Grady Carpenter. He'll go coast to coast. Left-handed off the glass. 2-point bucket for Grady. 46-28. In the paint, they're working around. Zane Mitchell, 3-point shot. Rims around, wouldn't go. They're going to whistle a foul. And they're going to call this one. We'll see. It's going to be on Tipton. White, number 12, Grayson McFall. Let me double check that. Grayson McFall. So it's going to be Raiders basketball. Landon Spidell. Landon Spidell going to enter the ball game. Grayson McFall is going to take a breather. Foul was whistled on Grayson McFalls. He might have said the wrong color. I'm not sure. He said white. There was 2 12s on the floor, and he did say white. So he'll set down. So it's going to whistle this one on Jarrett Hellman. And entering the ball game for him is Hayden Hubbard. Whereas number 5, we saw him playing well in the first half. He nailed a 3. Going to be brought in. Backcourt. Grady, Sam Quigley, back to Grady. Now back to Sam guarding him. Foot for foot is Aiden Coffey. Crossing the timeline on the dribble. Quigley, 3:50 left in the front court. Going to dribble in. He's got a lane. Going to go off the glass. Couldn't get the bucket. That was Sam Quigley. And going back up with a shot. Couldn't get it. I believe that was Toll. The ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay in the front court with the Blue Devils. 3:42 left. Left of the bucket on the baseline. Sam Quigley going to enter the basketball. Bounce pass into Peyton. They're working on around back behind the arc. Grady Carpenter, he'll work it into Landon Spidell. Spidell off the glass. Spidell got his defender uncomfortable and went up with a shot and got it. 48-28. 20-point advantage for Tipton. Going to get across the timeline. Hubbard on the dribble. He'll pick it up. He'll work it down low. Case. And Case couldn't get the bucket, but he'll shoot 2. Cannon Case, 6'5" senior. Averages 9.2 a game. And a whistleless foul on Grady Carpenter. He has 2. Team foul number 2. Shenandoah has 4. So the Blue Devils will shoot the rest of the way on a common foul. First shot is good. Number 10, Cannon Case. Cannon Case and his free throw percentage is climbing well in this ball game. I'm not sure. He's for the shooter. So we're going to see him sub for the shooter. It'll be Carter Gray. Should this shot go in by Case? Shot rims around, wouldn't go. Rebound, Grady Carpenter. 3:18. Clock moving. 48-29. Blue Devils in front to the front court. On the dribble, Peyton Aller. Going to hand off way out top near the logo head. Sam Quigley. Being guarded there by Aiden Coffey. He was getting the count. Coffey, I tell you what, he's going to deserve a count on the dribbler or the holder of the basketball. Out top, Sam Quigley. Going to dribble in. Going to pass it. Looking to find Toll. Works it too far to his right. Goes out of bounds. So taking a breather for Shenandoah is number 10, Cannon Case. In the ball game is number 11, Carter Gray. Carter Gray, a 6'1 junior. To the front court, Aiden. Working the basketball, that was Aiden Coffey. Now back out top, Garrett May. Garrett May on the dribble. Working against him is Landon Spidell. Zane Mitchell into paint. Going to pass it to the corner. Working back around, that's Gray outside the arc. Zane Mitchell going to drive in. They go off the glass, got the bucket. Bucket is good. Zane Mitchell. So foul's going to be whistled on 21. Landon Spidell. He has one in the ball game. That's team foul number 3. Number 3 on Tipton. So they're going to need a towel. It's got some perspiration on the floor and on maybe the basketball and wipe up some floor area. So those Pacer boys, I tell you what, they gotta like doing this type of routine, sopping up some sweat in an NBA game. Wouldn't that be fun? 2:27 left. At the free throw line, going to go for a three-point play. That's number 1, Zane Mitchell. Shot in the air, got it. Three-point play, timeout. Timeout Shenandoah. Rick Ellsworth. It'll be a full 60-second timeout. And we'll also mention today's ball game is brought to you by Dean's Auto Parts. Dean's Auto Parts, that's CarQuest Auto Parts, located at 1110 South Peru Street, Cicero, Indiana, 46034. They're located at the south edge of Cicero, right there at Cicero Town Plaza. They are team members at CarQuest Auto Parts in Cicero, and they are there to ensure you get the right parts the first time. You can reach them by phone at 317-984-4931. Again, that number is 317-984-4931. They are a locally owned automotive parts store that works to serve. That's Dean's Auto Parts in Cicero. So 2:27 left on the fourth quarter clock. Tipton 48, Shenandoah 32. Ball's going to be brought in by the Blue Devils. When we brought in left of the bucket, they're going to say he can run the side, actually the baseline there after a made bucket. Zane Mitchell just completed the three-point play. Ball brought in. Quinn Toll, Grady Carpenter. Grady Carpenter guarded there by Hubbard. He'll pass to the front court. Quigley on the dribble. Working against him, Zane Mitchell. Quigley on the dribble. They might get the count. They might get the help him pick up the dribble and get another 4 seconds. Going to work it back around and be stolen. And it's going to be Aiden Coffey going the distance off the glass. Aiden Coffey steal at half court and in the bucket. 2 minutes left. We'll be steal in the backcourt. Blue Devils a little bit sloppy right now. Out behind the arc. I should say behind the arc in the corner. Spin move. That's Hubbard. Going to be a foul whistled on Peyton Aller. 1:52 left. Peyton Aller going to pick up his third in the ball game. Number 4, Quinn Smith, back in the game for Tipton. Taking a breather is 23, Quinn Toll. It's going to be brought in right to the bucket on the baseline by Zane Mitchell. Zane Mitchell looking to get it in. He will. Aiden Coffey guarding him. Quigley, Landon Spidell. Over down baseline. Turnaround jumper wouldn't go. Shot taken there by Garrett May. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touch by Tipton. So Shenandoah going to keep it in the front court. just right of the bucket on the baseline. Going to be brought in by Zane Mitchell. Mitchell's going to bounce it in. It's going to be a kick. Going to be an intentional kick by Peyton Aller. So he'll bring it in again. Zane Mitchell up tall that time. Gets it back behind the arc. Carter Gray. Going to work it back in off the glass. Couldn't get the shot to go, but Zane Mitchell will shoot two. They're going to whistle this on Grady Carpenter. Carpenter going to pick up his third foul in the ball game. 48-34. 1:38 left. Zane Mitchell, first shot is good. Zane Mitchell started this game at 62%. He's above 65 at the moment. He'll get one more. Second shot up. Rims off long. Would go. Fight for. Zane Mitchell got his own board. The work baseline off the glass. Got the bucket. Zane Mitchell for two. Working to the front court. Zane Mitchell. 3-point play. Ball goes out of bounds. Grady Carpenter going to airmail one for the other corner. And the cheerleaders had to look out. So 1:22 left. Timeout. Blue Devils. And they're gonna take a full 60-second timeout. As we'll mention today's ball game. Yep, today's ball game is being brought to you by AGM Auto. AGM Auto LLC, Arcadia, Indiana. AGM Auto is located 1 mile west of Arcadia, Indiana, on 266th Street. That's in Hamilton County. The future of your vehicle is in good hands when you put your trust with the guys at AGM. Whether it's a routine oil change or the need for the expertise of an experienced AGM technician, AGM wants you to be safe and to stay safe on the road in your automobile. And a second type of service offered there at AGM Auto is classic car and truck restoration. If you still have that older car or truck out back, or maybe it's in the barn and covered up with a tarp, AGM has a passion to reveal the underlying beauty with each and every restoration project they begin. You can call AGM Auto at 317-984-5283. Again, that's 317-984-5283, or find them on Facebook, AGM Auto LLC. Ball brought in, backcourt. They're going to roll it. Save some clock. Zane Mitchell into Aiden Coffey across the timeline. Now Garrett May back to Zane. Back to Aiden Coffey. He'll work it right side. 1:12 left. Being guarded there by Quigley. Out top. Zane Mitchell going to dribble in. Behind the back dribble. Reach out of the basketball. Back to Aiden Coffey. Tipton playing good defense. Not going to allow a shot. And they're going to force a turnover. They're going to force a traveling violation. Aiden Coffey knew it. Ball's going to be brought in. Tipton, backcourt, right of the bucket. Sam Quigley, good defense. Didn't get it. That was Aiden Coffey. We're going to try to get it to the timeline. And Grady Carpenter works to the timeline. Peyton Aller back to Sam. Now back to Peyton. Aller with the basketball to the corner. Landon Spidell. Not looking for a shot. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. Still loose. There's going to be a foul called. And they're going to whistle this foul. There was a lot of collisions right there. And they're going to call this foul on Tipton. 21, Landon Spidell. Landon Spidell going to absorb. He'll get the call. So Landon has 2 in the ball game. And 5 fouls here in the quarter. And at the free throw line, once again, is 15, Garrett May. 6'4" junior. Her shot rims long, wouldn't go. Substitution, Tipton, Grayson McFalls. Grayson McFalls, number 12, 6'8" sophomore. Landon Spidell going to get a hand clap. He'll exit the ballgame to get a breather. Second shot, he'll toe it up. 15, Garrett May. Second shot is good. Back end of a 2-shot foul for May. 48-38. 42 seconds left. Blue Devils trying to break the press. They roll the pass to the timeline. Peyton Aller. Looks like he might have got that caught on his hip. They're going to allow him to play. They're going to work it in the front court. Grady Carpenter outside the arc, and they're going to call a foul. And I think they probably want a foul, but maybe not him. They're going to whistle a foul. It's going to be called on number 11, Carter Gray. Carter Gray has one. We'll see in the ball game after the first shot for Shenandoah. It'll be number 2, Maddox Davis. After this first shot, Carpenter at the strike. First shot short off the rim, wouldn't go. So number 2, Maddox Davis enters the ball game, taking a breather for Shenandoah is number 11, Carter Gray. So Grady going to have one more. 28 seconds left. 10-point ball game. Still a 10. He couldn't get either. Long carom. Zane Mitchell in the front court. Long three. 3-point shot. Good. 7-point ball game. 48-41. Full 60-second timeout. 21 seconds left. Fourth quarter. And we'll also mention this game is in parts being brought to you by Camino and Company. Camino and Company, they're in downtown Noblesville. On the website, you can find them at Camino-and-company.com. Camino and Company is a mobile flower shop brought to you by local flower farmers and providers, small business partners, and the Camino and Company founders. The mascot for Camino and Company is a 1984 El Camino SS. That El Camino belongs to V.E. Witham. V.E. Witham is the grandpa of Carly Witham. Carly is the owner of Camino and Company. And the goal for Camino and Company is to please each customer from their concept to the Camino and Company's completion. You can explore them on the website, Camino-and-company.com. Right there at Camino and Company, they are now accepting 2025 bookings for your weddings. You'll have no problem. Sign them up and worry-free. Ball's going to be brought in backcourt. Left of the bucket on the baseline. Peyton always looking to get it in. Being guarded there on the inbound by Maddox Davis. They'll bounce it in. Sam Quigley. Foul immediately. Right there in the corner. Going to put him on the line. 19.7 left. They're going to whistle this foul on Shenandoah, number 2, Maddox Davis. He has 2 in the ball game. They'll walk the distance. And Sam Quigley will shoot 2. He'll be the only Blue Devil there on the lane. The other 4 are back near the logo head. First shot, rims around, falls in. Sam Quigley. Sam Quigley entered this ball game shooting 62%. I think his first time at the stripe today. He's now 19 for 30. Second shot, also good. 19.7, they'll bring it in. Lost the handle. Difficult inbound. Zane Mitchell couldn't corral it. And then they're going to give the ball back to Tipton with 19.7 left. 50-41. Blue Devils by 9 to bring it in. Grady Carpenter. They're trying to foul him. The ref wouldn't call it. They don't want to, haul off and hit him. They had to punch him on the back there a couple loose times to get the call. So foul on the play is going to be whistled against Aiden Coffey. Aiden Coffey has played the whole game. Just now picks up his first foul. What a clean ball game he plays. First shot goes in, Grady Carpenter. Sam Quigley going to join him on the lane in the middle of the right side. Second shot, rims around, wouldn't go. Rebound, Garrett May. Zane Mitchell to the front court. Zane Mitchell going to look to pop one out top. No, he'll hand off. 3-point shot, wouldn't go. That was Hayden Hubbard. Ball's loose, rebound. Shenandoah, 3-point shot, wouldn't go then. That was number 1, Zane Mitchell, going to save the ball from going out of bounds, and the clock is going to empty out. That was a bit unorthodox, but Shenandoah came up with the offensive board, and that's going to take us to a completion of this ball game. Final score going to be the Tipton Blue Devils 51, Shenandoah Raiders 41. And we do thank you for tuning in. And I will mention next game on the agenda for Shenandoah. They'll play Tuesday night. Tuesday night, 6 o'clock and at 7:30. Madison Grant Argyles will be in the gym at Shenandoah Raiders. That may be a good one. We'll also mention the Tipton Blue Devils. Blue Devils not going to play again till next Saturday. They deserve some time off. They've been playing right and left, almost like an NBA schedule. And I will mention next game for the Blue Devils going to be next Saturday, the 15th of February, 6 o'clock JV, 7:30 varsity. It'll be the Tipton Blue Devils at the Taylor Titans. And we do thank you for tuning in. And if you'll hold still, please hold the line. I'm pretty sure we'll talk to Coach Cliff Hawkins here in just a bit. I get run by you. Hey, we're post game right now. We're going to talk to Coach Cliff Hawkins. I tell you what, Coach, that was a game.
Yeah, I thought we played really, really well. We got it up to 20 or 22, maybe 20. But then we relaxed a little bit and more with our offense than our defense, I think. So, but anyway, they got a little bit hot, but certainly our kids played well.
So what, a 2A game? There's a 2A game there in sectional 44. I tell you what, next weekend, you're going to be in sectional 39 matchup at Taylor.
Yeah, and that'll be a real hard game for us. But bottom line is these young kids are getting better all the time. You saw what Grayson McFalls did tonight. He was stellar in the post. He wants it. He has given all he's got, and he works very hard in practice, and he's getting better. I mean, he had to, he's got to keep working at catching the basketball and stuff, but he works so hard, and really proud of him. And then Peyton got down a couple big threes for us that we needed, and Sam just played his steady self and had some tough plays, but made some great plays. And then Grady playing as sick as he was today, it's amazing that he could get through the game.
I tell you what, you really didn't get in foul trouble. You had plenty of bench tonight.
Well, we wanted to use those guys early. Isaac coming in and hitting the big three for us was big. There may be some more there. We'll just keep working this week, but was really good. We got a full week now without 5 games in 8 days. We're exhausted.
Chris, they're talking about the Super Bowl here in Indiana, giving everybody in Indiana a day off, paid day off Are you going to give your Blue Devils a day off tomorrow?
Well, we just may need to. It's Sunday.
I mean, Monday.
I think we might. We might give them a paid holiday.
I'll tell you what, 5 games in 9 days, and one of those days was a Sunday. You guys have been working.
Really have. It's really hard to do that but I thought our kids played with great energy tonight. And then it was just at the end, I think we wore down a little bit.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay. Thank you.
That's Coach Cliff Hawkins. I tell you what, man, I like listening to him. Probably talk too much when he's around. But we thank you for tuning in, and we'll mention until next Saturday, 6 o'clock JV, 7:30 varsity. We appreciate you listening, and we'll mention no matter if you're home or away, if you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let him go. Keep the fire burning.